I don't really know what happened to me when I stopped working. I guess I was just afraid of being bored. Maybe just empty nest 'cause both my young'uns was gone. They left for school, and then well, they'd been with me just us three since they was 9 and 11 years old, and they got out of school and went off working on their professions. In California, of all places, California. And the farm where I'd lived all my life it didn't hold it just didn't hold me anymore. I'd never been comfortable being away from it for any length of time, but it just felt so empty. And I started rambling. I started out tent camping, and then I made a camper out of my little car, and then I moved up to a van, and it's a visitor center. Uh, Mississippi River right over here, Mississippi Bridge to Louisiana. The Natchez Visitor Center up here, and you can park here. The lady at the desk didn't tell me the limit. I read that it was 2 nights, but free hookup. I mean, it's not level, but it's got free juice, and I'm hooked up. And then made me a truck camper, and then I made me a tag-along camper to pull behind it. And I was just exploring and having a pretty good time. I went to 45 states. I met new people and saw sights I didn't even know existed. I slept on the beach and in the trees. I parked at Walmart and I stayed in national parks. I got to the point where I can't sleep in a bed anymore. I sleep in a hammock. Even here on the boat, I sleep in a hammock. Comes in right handy when it's got them rocking, rolling things going on. But I was doing right well. I missed my family, but then the Fauci flu hit and just shut down everything. And I got a little worried about traveling, afraid I'd get off and get sick 1,500 miles from home in a strange place, nobody around. But also they started shutting down campgrounds, even national parks, and then I come back home and made it through the summer of 2020 and then into the winter, and I was just climbing the wall. My young'uns managed to move back close, but then my son, he came back to the farm, and my daughter, she and her husband moved not too far away and bought a place, so things kind of got settled, except for me. And I had this boat here that I bought it. It had been here, but it wasn't really mine. I bought it and fixed it up so I could travel in it, and that's what I've been doing. It's been really interesting and lots of stuff to talk about. But the main thing is, if you're gonna enjoy it, I mean, this is a big lake, but it'd get boring pretty soon if all I was doing taking a boat ride. But I got an old junker that I have to work on all the time, and something new always to build or fix or invent, and just keeps you busy. And I pick up a few strays, like my first mate Gilligan, a hound dog. He went AWOL and I ain't seen him since. And then I picked up this last one, Sailor Nix, and she's stuck with me. Pretty good story. Just if you're interested in something like this, just I'll tell you what I've been up to and what I'm going to be up to and how I'm up to it. Thank you. And you know, kind of, if you're really interested in something like this, follow me and share me around with your friends. I don't care. Just use me. First mate. took a swim. She usually does that after she gets back on the boat. She will again. Hey, pup, show us your back stroke, she says.